in OGAP training, teachers often learn and discover more understanding about the mathematics that they thought that they knew. So oftentimes teachers will have huge epiphanies where they realize they never really had power over their own understanding. And it's intense moments that happen during these trainings. I'm going to take you through one example of teachers maybe not understanding or even, some of us not understanding the math that we've done the entirety of our lives. All right, so this example is a subtraction example. And I am going to go through, hopefully working this problem correctly, and I'm going to make a tally mark for everything that I say that is mathematically incorrect. So here's our problem, right? I'm going to do this problem kind of old school mathish, using the language that I would have used when I was little. And again, a tally mark for everything that is mathematically not true. All right, here we go. So 4 can't subtract 7. That's not true. I'm going to go next door and borrow from the 2. That's not a 2. I'm going to make it a 1. That's not a 1. And I'm going to give the 1 to the 4 and make it 14. Again, that was not a 1 that I gave to the 4, so we'll make another tally mark. 14 minus 7 is 7. 1 can't subtract 9. That's not a 1. That's not a 9. Yes, it can subtract it. I'm going to go next door and borrow from the 3, which is not a 3. I'm going to make it a 2, which is not a 2. Give the 1 to the 1, which is not a 1. And now I have 11 minus 9. That's not an 11. That's not a 9, which is 2, which is not a 2. 2, take away 8, can't do it. Not a 2, not a 8. Yes, you can. I'm going to go next door to the 2, borrow from it, not a 2. Make it a 1, which is not a 1. Give the 1 to the 2, which is not a 2, which makes it a 12, which is not a 12. You with me so far? So we have 12 minus 8, not a 12, minus 8, which gives us 4, which is not a 4. And 1 minus nothing, again, not a 1, gives us 1, which is not a 1. All right, and so our answer here is 1,427. I want you to take a moment to think about the number of mathematically incorrect statements that we made in working that problem. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 mathematically untrue statements in one problem. Imagine the implications of that in the life of a child, in their understanding of mathematics, or in our own understanding of mathematics. Now I ask teachers this, and that is, what is the value of the amount in this circle? And I want you to take a moment and think about what the value of the amount in the circle is. When I've worked with students, I've asked them the same question. And students have told me that the value of this amount that we created in the circle, all right, here we go, is now, right, 1,121,114. And I say, so we changed 2,324 into 1,121,114, and they'll say, yes, that's how you do it. And then I always say, I take all answers. Does anyone else have another answer? And oftentimes students will come up with lots and lots of different answers that this could be. So sometimes they'll say the value is 38. Can you see where they would get that value of 38? So they'll just add the digits, right? So 1 plus 12 is 13, plus the 11 plus the 14 to get 38. And I did not know the value of this amount in the circle until I was 23 years old. And so oftentimes teachers will tell me I was today years old when I learned what the value was. And so this 1 is not really a 1, as we said earlier, right? He is a 1,000. And the 12 is not a 12, it is 12 hundreds. And the 11 is not an 11, it's 11 tens. And the 14 is a 14. And if we add that together, we should end up, right, with 2,324, which was our original amount. Think about the implications of teachers not understanding that for themselves and what that has on their ability to teach mathematics effectively, right? So if you're not empowered in your own understanding, you certainly can't empower your students. Learning things like this really creates an atmosphere for teachers where they're curious about mathematics. They wonder which things will work, what won't work, why did it work? And that's the type of atmosphere that we need in mathematics classrooms. All right, I hope you enjoyed my example, and thank you for watching.